Speak to Virulus? Who's Virulus? Is that Brother Virulus? I think I've already done that. I think it's glitch. I have spoken to Virulus about the Hall of the Dead. There's no blip on my marker, so it must be done. Anyhow, let's have a look where this place is. It's not showing. Oh, it is showing me. Clear the Draugr from Reachcliff Cave. It doesn't appear to be too far away, which is kind of bizarre. I thought it would be miles away. It's taking me back in here. This is strange. Oh no, we're going out to Markov. Right, so we're going to some kind of cave. I'm still not happy that it doesn't show me exactly where the cave is in the wide world. Is it miles away? Is it up the road? Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. Here we are, look. It's there. Reachcliff Cave. It's quite far. Shall I don't know.
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an arrow in the knee.
Good for you. I hear they can be quite painful, those arrows. Especially to the old knee joints. Alright. So seeing as we're here, and Elwyn can barely contain his excitement, I think it's time to explore the old museum. We worked hard yesterday to get the key, and we're gonna enjoy telling this busybody that we have authority now. You can't stop us this time, Buster. I'm walking on in.
These potions, right? Can you brew me an ale?
Shut up. And brew you a nail. Talk sense, man. Ah, here we are, Brelina. You could stand on a plinth and almost be like a live relic, one of those frozen statues that you see, those miming people. They stand still, dressed all in white like a statue, and then you put money in their pot and they start to move really slowly. One of those sort of things. Right, oh, they've got guards in here. Probably a big sign as well. Do not touch the artifacts. And so we have a pan, a knife, and a fork, and a cup, and some bowls. Nothing too special here, but here we go. Ooh. Yeah. A cutlery set. Although I don't think she's talking about this. Knives, forks, spoons, cups. Right, we'll go around in a sort of clockwise fashion here. Some more cups and stuff. What's all this? Hello, Mr. Guard.
This is Markov, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Yeah, you would say that. One of their automatons. Up close and I've never actually seen one of these so close when it hasn't been attacking me. Razor sharp blade, some kind of crossbow device. Quite deadly things, aren't they, really?
I'm sure you're following around a lot of junk. Let's stop in at the Armley for the sun's truth.
I tried, but she's bloody run out of money. Oh, look at this. Is this one of the Dwemer daggers? What else we got here? Some kind of a water pool. Like a wishing well. You just throw some coin in and make a wish. Can we go through here? We can't go in! You know how I feel about bloody doors that are locked. I have an urge to unlock them and go in and see what I can see, but no, there's guards patrolling. We better not do that. Ooh. What's this here? Some ore. And some tools. Some books. What's this? The Great Collapse. Is that something to do with, it must be something to do with the Dwemer. Maybe it's how they, maybe it's some sort of insight into what people believe happened to them. But I can't not be in here and read the books. I've got to read it. The information. Or is this something to do with the actual... What's this got to do with the Dwemer? It's something to do with the collapse of Winterhold and the Dwemer. To the esteemed Jarl Valdemar of Winterhold. First, please allow me to offer my most sincere condolences. I understand that you, like many others, have lost family, and you have my deepest sympathies. I also understand that some on your council have placed the blame for this horrible disaster on my colleagues at the college. While I can certainly appreciate the shock at the scope of recent events and the desire to comprehend what has happened, I must strongly urge you to consider the full situation. You know as well as any the college's history and the reputation in Winterhold. It has long been a source of pride for your city, a unique fixture in Skyrim. Some of the greatest wizards have studied here, and the college has always promoted positive relations with other provinces of Tamriel. It is well known that those relations have been, shall we say, strained over the last few decades. After the Oblivion Crisis, it was only natural that the people of Skyrim showed a distrust for mages, even though the vast majority of us actively worked to counter the actions of the Mythic Dawn cult. The college expected such a reaction and hoped that distrust would fade over time. And then, the Red Year. No one foresaw the explosion of Red Mountain, or the devastating effect it would have on the Dwemer culture. Your predecessor was kind enough to welcome many of the refugees, particularly those who could contribute to the college's studies. We were quite grateful. When Solstein was generously offered to the Dwemer as a new home, I was as surprised as any. I did not, however, share the apparent expectation that all Dark Elves would leave Skyrim. It did not go unnoticed that many in Winterhold were unhappy at how many mages chose to stay at the college rather than relocate. And now, the storms that have racked the coast of Skyrim for close to a year have finally broken, but at the great cost to us all. This great collapse that has devastated Winterhold was unexpected, I assure you. That the college has remained unaffected is only a testament to the protective magics placed around it so long ago. It in no way implies that we were somehow prepared specifically for this event, and is certainly no indication that the college was somehow responsible. I certainly would never hold you accountable for the gossip spread amongst the people of Winterhold. I would urge you, though, to not allow that gossip to take root and become a commonly held belief. I do not wish to see our relationship crumble like Winterhold has. As I assure you, the college will remain here a very long time. Your persistent advocate, Archmage Deneth. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? Because they still hold us responsible for the Great Collapse. A bit of unexpected lore there. But seeing as Winterhold is our home, it's pertinent that we read it, really. Some more artifacts. Ooh, what's that going? Going ever higher. We'll check that out in a moment. Some necklaces or amulets. Or oh, here we go. Dwarven shelves. A little dresser. More sealed off areas. Just to frustrate me further. Ooh, wonder what books these are.
One of the guards said he saw a mage appear out of thin air.
Quiet! I'm
Man,
trying to observe here. I don't want you chattering away. This looks like Falmer equipment. Some glowing mushrooms. What are these? What the hell? That's some more Falmer like swords or something? Must be. Under their spider automatons. Cogs and gears. Nice. Right. Ah, the big daddy of them all. Seeing one of these things bear down upon you is not a not the greatest of sights, especially if you're underprepared. Oh, do they actually have arrows as well? I've never seen a Dwemer bow and arrow. This is the first. Oh, right. I think we're done. Most of the museum. It's definitely puts Dawnstar's museum to shame, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. This is probably locked. Calcimo's laboratory. There you go. Don't think he'd appreciate us snooping around, but I'm so tempted, you know, so tempted. I wonder what wonderments are inside that laboratory. What experiments, equipment. Anyhow, I should just have to wander, because I think we are done here. 5:25. Come on. Well, that was enjoyable. Just nice, chilled out, you know, observing all the different artifacts and automatons of the Dwemer there. Reading a little bit of lore. It's nice. Sometimes the slower paced session is just what the doctor ordered. Just appreciate those extra layers of the game. You see, it just goes to show the proof of the pudding there. Despite that Archmage's best efforts, he couldn't shift people's points of view about what caused that collapse of Winterhold. Okay, so it's 5:36. Now, I'm in two minds. There's a few things that I want to do here. Clearing out some Draugr from some Reachcliff Cave isn't really on top of my list, to be honest with you, so that's not really something that's going to take precedence. However, there's this whole incident with the Forsworn conspiracy, and the whole thing about this Nepos the Nosed mister who tried to have me beat up in the street, which I'm still not happy about. But do I want to go and start causing the old proverbial storm in a teacup here, especially today when I'm having a bit of a chilled out day? Probably not. Tomorrow though is a different day and a different outcome. House of Horrors, not too fussed about right now. So there is another thing that is high on my list, and that is killing the leader of Deepwood Redoubt. Now from what I can remember, I might be wrong, but from what I can remember, I think this was the quest given to us by the Jarl. Killing the leader of Deepwood Redoubt would put us in his good graces and allow us to hopefully purchase the home here once he sees that we're willing to help out. Now that is quite far. In fact, that is very far. We've got to go all the way back. Are you having a blooming laugh? Deepwood Redoubt. That is many a mile away. That's going to take a whole day, so we can't really go rushing off there